Funding for this program is provided in part by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.
You can kind of see the pink.
No, it's not under there.
It's not in a collar. Could have probably tilted their head back.
So when you look at a vocational school or a trade school or a technical college, back when the schools were developed, they were known as vocational schools because they supported vocation. Then they moved into trade schools, and now they are known as technical colleges.
So a trade or technical college really focuses on the hands-on component of those skills and the expertise that are needed for an occupation. When you get to a community college, what happens at that point, or previously a vocational college, they are also adding that theoretical underpinning, those things that might not be hands-on, but you certainly need to have them for that occupation.
Tasks could be accomplished with a Wi-Fi thermostat.
You learn that, but then you're going to be in those PLC labs and electrical. You're going to be doing wiring. You're going to be climbing poles for power line. You're going to be welding, and you don't need to wait 2 years to start to do that work. And I think that really what engages students and want to keep learning. They want to do the work, and they want to get trained so that they can start making money.
I think one of the things that the two-year community and technical colleges do better than almost any other place is provide people hope and opportunity. This is where people not just change their own lives, but the trajectory of their whole family for generations to come.
In 1949, the Winona Area Vocational Technical Institute was part of the Winona Area K-12. It was the public school system. They added it, and the reason they added it was to provide employees, but also to retain individuals in the region. The Red Wing Area Vocational Technical Institute was founded in 1972, and I believe it's the youngest vocational and technical school in the Minnesota state system. That one, again, was founded in the region. It was an action of the K-12 system and encouraged by the employers in the region that they really needed to have that talent workforce for the region. And the two combined in 1992.
Minnesota West came about in 1997. It was a merger with our Minnesota State Community and Technical Colleges overall system. We were part of Southwestern Technical Institute, so there were campuses in Canby, Granite Falls, Jackson, and Pipestone. Worthington Community College was on its own. Throughout the years, names changed. The focuses were still primarily on technical education, with the exception of our community college. In 1995, Minnesota West and the Southwestern Technical College did merge, but then Minnesota State kind of took over and we became part of a bigger system in 1997.
So we have a variety of students that we have with us and that we see as our prospective students.
Any of the community and technical colleges, we really truly believe college is for everyone.
So it starts as early as in high school. We have what we call dual enrolled students who are taking high school courses at the same time that they're taking courses at college.
We've got students that graduate high school and come here that will complete a degree and go right into the workforce, or complete a degree and transfer that degree to a four-year institution.
And then we have our adult learners. With adult learners, it might be the first time that they've gone to college because something changed in their job or they aspire to a different career. or it could be a referral from their employer because of modernization or the advancements in technology in that career that they need to upskill or to reskill. And so we're seeing an increase in the number of adults that we are serving as well.
I think there's a need for the trades now more than ever. I think it's a part of reclaiming a part of like the American spirit, really, of who we are as people, to be able to work together and to build and to do. We really need that now. It's a certain sense of camaraderie and togetherness that I think the trades really brings out in people.
We have a demand for filling a variety of different roles in our communities. We need plumbers, we need electricians, mechanics, accountants.
When you really look at where the jobs are across the nation, you're going to find that technical programs meet the majority of those jobs. When you look at the research, it does vary, but it talks about like a 1, 2, and then the last number is anywhere from 7 to 10. And the 1 is for someone maybe with a master's or a doctorate degree. The 2 is someone who is going to be bachelor's trained. Then the 7 to 10 is actually based upon technical education. And a good example of this is, you know, you're driving home and you have a small fender bender and you bump your head. So who are the people who are going to be there? Fire, rescue, the police. A lot of those are going to be technically educated. They're going to have a certificate, a 1-year or a 2-year degree. You're going to go in the ambulance to the hospital. You'll meet a doctor. The doctor will definitely have a postgrad degree. Then you'll have a nurse. The nurse could be a 1-year nurse, a 2-year nurse, or a 4-year nurse. You're going to have technicians come in and work with you. You're going to have phlebotomists, all certificate or 1 year. Then you've got to get all that paperwork done, okay? So that's actually going to be handled by the network system. Those IT people handling it are probably going to be from a technical program. Now you got to go back and fix that car. Well, that car is being fixed by an auto body specialist who is from a technical program. So if you look at that 1, 2, 7 to 10 ratio, 1 doctor, otherwise all of those other people you're dealing with were probably technically trained.
When we look at programs and what we want to offer where, we really need to look at the demographics. The nice thing about, I believe, with Minnesota West is we're flexible, and so we offer online courses and hands-on face-to-face courses, which really, I think, is a lot of what students want when they're going into a technical field.
Technical colleges have a wonderful setup for recruiting, and it seems like the kids that come here have decided that normal college isn't the right option for them. They get to come here and learn physically. We get to work in our awesome labs that are available to us and get a hands-on experience.
Our professors have a lot of time to spend on us. You're not in a big group full of a lot of kids. It's a small school, but with like big passion.
I took PSEO classes through Minnesota West, so like college credits in high school. And so I knew I wanted to just do 2-year from the get-go. I didn't know what. And then I got into like the healthcare field, working at a nursing home. So I was like, oh, okay, I want to do healthcare. So me and my mom, we were Googling one night and we found occupational therapy. And there's only like 3 programs in the state that are 2 years. And this one was closest to home, most affordable. And I already had credits there. And the credits transferred, obviously beautiful because like the school is the same school. This was the only OTA program that I toured and I just fell in love right away.
The instructors here have all worked in the field, so any real questions you have about what does this apply to out there, they can answer it in full.
For us to meet a demand, we have to produce a quality student. We want students that take initiative. We want students that are not afraid to climb a ladder. We want students that are thinking about the next thing instead of trailing.
My first class with Gary Olson was, I loved it. I really love the attention that he gives to his teaching. And Judy Drown is very knowledgeable in what she does as well. If you have really any issues, especially with PLCs or motor controls, she knows her stuff.
I love being an instructor here at Minnesota West because of my students' learning abilities. When they finally catch on to a task or a concept, their eyes light up and they're just so full of joy when they finally go, I get it.
Everything we do is to help people become independent in their valued activities. So we go to the YMCA about every other week during this semester to practice all of those skills with a different age population. It's been kind of like the perfect combination of all of those pieces that I think are valuable to teach my students to become really good, open-minded, inclusive practitioners, which is critical to our field. Not only do I want to teach them the knowledge and skill set, but I want to teach those skills that are going to make them really darn good at their job.
The Winona area started with auto mechanic and types of occupations that really would fit into the need of the community. Red Wing has a very, what I call a maker's feel to it. Very unique programs. We have band instrument repair, we have violin making and repair, and we have guitar making and repair. And when we originated, we had jewelry manufacturing and repair. So you can tell that those are very unique programs. 3 of the 4 remain today. So as you fast forward and look at now, what are the new programs that we're developing or have recently developed? Mechatronics is an example. So what Mechatronics is, it's a program that cross-trains individuals for mechanical, electrical, hydraulic, pneumatics, and computer.
The number one thing that sets us apart from many programs is we're beyond an industrial maintenance program. So yes, we do all of the industrial maintenance thing. You get a welding course, you get a machining course, you align motors and shafts, you do hydraulics and pneumatics. We also do the basic wiring and basic PLC programming, but we get far more advanced than that. We integrate things and we do the higher level automation things. So we'll take a PLC, we'll integrate a servo drive, we'll integrate a variable frequency drive. We'll make a small network with 6 or 7 nodes, all controlled by one HMI, so that we have all of those things working together, and they've wired them all and make them all work. So we're really at a higher level than many programs because we always stay at that cutting edge of what the top end technology is.
The most valuable thing that I've learned is probably my electronics skills. I came in knowing jack squat about anything, and I definitely learned a lot about voltages, different things the average person wouldn't know. I have a lot of various skills with mechanics, electronics, programming, wiring. All these skills come to meet in my job, and I chose mechatronics because I was already in the field and I'd like to advance my career.
I discovered software engineering was my passion pretty early on. I grew up surrounded by computers and in an area where the internet was starting to take off and other technologies like MySpace, Facebook, all the social media. Going into software engineering felt like the natural next step to take.
You know, cybersecurity has become a part of everything that we do and we touch. And we're talking about people's information, their personal private information, as well as the ability to make a phone call, the ability to connect with people, to do work, and being able to have things continue to run smoothly. Obviously, you need people in place that are going to keep those attacks from happening and keep things operational and running as smoothly as possible.
When you're working in healthcare, you're helping others. You're making a difference in people's lives, probably at the most difficult time of their life. When I'm working with students, my passion comes from the ability to help them to reach their goals that they have set. They come here, they have a dream of graduating with a degree in radiography, being in healthcare, and that's where my passion comes from.
So like in any healthcare process, physicians need to diagnose their patients, so they use radiographic images to assess and more accurately diagnose their patients. So radiography fills the need of helping physicians more accurately and quickly assess their patients and give better diagnosis and give better care to patients.
I've always known I want to be in the medical field, just when I was younger. Never knew really what until I was looking into different programs in the area, and I learned about the radiography program, and I knew I could kind of get into that medical field, but also not have to do the 4 years of schooling for a lot of them. Just because it's a 2-year program does not mean it's easy. It's a lot of hard work and time and effort.
School is expensive, and it's only gotten more expensive. Being able to be done sooner with a lot less, without taking out student loans was a big thing for me, especially because I'm a mom.
Financially, Minnesota West was a wonderful option for me. Not only just for me, but my family included. I have 2 wonderful little girls, and I live with my mother and father at home. Minnesota West offers a low-cost option that anybody has access to. Kids out of high school are coming here for free, doing the PSEO program, which I wish I would have known about. I wish I would have taken the chance to excel when I was young, rather than waiting until I was 26.
I mean, our promise to our students is that we believe college is for everyone. We meet students where they are, and we get them to their goal in the least amount of time for the least amount of debt. And we provide resources every step of that journey to make it simple and achievable.
Financially, going to 2-year school and then also the profession of OT, they were big financial impacts for me. So I didn't have a college fund or anything, so I'm funding this all by myself. To be able to go to college for about $15,000 and then immediately get jump started with about a $45,000 to $60,000 median starting salary in southern Minnesota, that is just fantastic. It's just a fraction of what I'll be making. So the debt payoff outlooks are fantastic.
Financially, I just don't see a lot of return from 4-year colleges. They're way more expensive, and you got to work way longer to get back what you put in. Here, and especially with the trades, you're out in the field right away making, your debt back, which isn't very high from vocational schools like this. Within the trades too, there's always room for growth, and usually those companies will pay for your further education, so you can get that 4-year degree later.
If your aspiration is to get a bachelor's degree, we've mapped those programs so that if you want to just streamline it, you can go directly on that map and you will incur the least amount of debt and you will graduate in the least amount of time possible.
Student debt is a concern when students are looking at furthering their education, whether it's at a career and technical college or a university. Our costs for our students in comparison to university are significantly lower. The length is probably the most obvious. You can earn a degree or a diploma within 1 to 2 years and you're out in the workforce because they're here to learn and become ready for the workforce sooner than later.
Coming to a tech school with the affordability, it definitely helped me out in my situation. I wouldn't have gone back to school if it wasn't affordable. I wouldn't have pursued any future in my career if I couldn't afford it, and Southeast has made that possible.
Also, Southeast has a lot of really good foundation scholarships here. Those have helped me a lot financially.
There are a lot of financial abilities we have through our foundations, through other organizations we're tied to, where folks are being awarded financial aid in the way of grants and scholarships, money they don't have to pay back. That isn't hooked to what's your GPA. It isn't hooked to how much money you make. It's hooked to what do you want to do and are you committed to doing it? And those opportunities exist for more people than I think they realize. We've been able to afford the ability for any student that lives in the district that goes to a school in either Red Wing or Winona to be able to come to Minnesota State College Southeast for nothing. The tuition is covered. There may be some fees for books or things in there, but that's an amazing hurdle to clear.
Job placement for technical students is very strong. With technical students, a lot of times you're seeing students that are employed probably in the fall, and so they are already working in industry a month or 2 in. And depending upon the program area, industry demand is so high that they will actually sometimes hire a student before they go to college, help support that student through college with the expectation that they'll work together after graduation.
Graduates of this program usually aren't looking for a job. They're usually employed long before that. A lot of the students coming in are already working at a manufacturer and they are here to upgrade their skill set. Otherwise, there's job openings constantly, but we usually don't have a lot of people looking after the first year. Some of our students get hired the first year as interns, and then the companies are generous enough to pay for their schooling and pay them a wage and flex their hours.
The graduating class of 2026, we will have 16 graduates, and several of those graduates are going to our local industry partners. We have had 100% job placement for years.
After graduation, I do have a job lined up for working at Toma Health with X-ray and CT.
My students, once they pass their boards, they have 100% job placement. I have had nobody finish their boards and not walk into a job that's already being held for them.
The community needs more OT in general. I work at a nursing home about 17 miles away from here, and we have been trying to get OT and PT services back in for almost 5 years now, and we haven't had anyone to fill it, so I would say there's just a really big need for practitioners in rural healthcare.
The wind energy in the last 10 to 15 years has really come on strong. The demand is there. There's a lot of job opportunities for them, and the pay scale is probably higher than the average tech.
Our students who are coming from the community and earning their trades or vocational or technical programs, a lot of these students want to stay in their communities.
The community is the people working in that area. And since we are focusing on people who are going to stay in the region and help support the community and all the workforce there, I think it's synonymous.
It's nice because to be able to stay in the region of home, I know a lot of these people, I grew up in this area, I know how it is.
One of my big things, what I really want to do, is go back and take care of the community that took care of me.
I have every intention in staying in Southeast Minnesota. I got a lot of friends and family around here. There's plenty of opportunity. Lots of different things you can do with this degree.
I would like to start in Minnesota just because I live here, but I'm definitely open to what future opportunities can bring me.
Looking at the value that we provide to our communities, making sure that when you go to flip the light switch, that the lights turn on, that when you go to start your car is gonna, rev up to life. And then if it doesn't, someone's there to help you fix those things. We are the engine of the community in many ways. I don't know that there are too many businesses that you could walk into and not ask for a show of hands and have many hands go up with folks that have been impacted by time spent at a community and technical college.
Without the trade schools and technical colleges, you would lose the fundamental thing that makes everything work. So without us and without the people in these technical colleges and graduating from technical college programs, all those things would creep to a halt.
I would feel strongly and have no problem being able to encourage students to start at a career and technical college. You will get to know your instructors. You'll feel like you're more part of a community and a cohort instead of lost in a lecture hall of 200-some people.
When it's time for a student to consider where they're going to go, they really have to look at a number of factors. And the one I feel most important is what are they going to enjoy doing the rest of their life. You've heard this quite often. You do something you love, and it's a career. If you don't, it's a job. My background is in technical engineering, and I love working on things. It's relaxing, it's enjoyable. When you look at trying to find a career for you, you have to say, do I want to be inside? Do I want to be outside? Do I want to be working with my hands? Do I want to be in an office? Technical education provides so many paths that allow a student to go out, enjoy themselves. You can come back at something and say, look, I built that. And it's something that lasts forever.
In technical colleges and the value for our society is we are preparing students to go right into a certain profession. That value is just going to increase because we need specialized people in many different professions, such as nursing, radiography, carpentry, mechatronics, all of those programs that we have right here.
But I see my graduates move on from just being students and being very green to coming back and looking at their projects 5 years later and going, oh man, I'd have got that done in no time and it'd be really amazing now. And now they're a manager somewhere or they're a control specialist somewhere, or all these things in their careers progress, and it's really great seeing them build their life based on what they learned here and having a good wage and having a good life because they have that good wage and that solid job.
I had a patient one time tell me when somebody, I overheard them ask him, what'd you do in OT today? And he said, well, I worked on my skills of dignity. And it was like truly that, right? Like we're helping people regain their dignity. And I want to make some really awesome coworkers at the end of the day.
And I think what we're trying to do here is help people better their lives. Specifically though, that 2-year community and technical college provides opportunities that nobody else does for people that might not be able to get them anywhere else. I'm so grateful to have that 2-year system within arm's reach of where I grew up, and I'm really proud to be able to continue to do that work and advocate for it in a place where I grew up. And it makes me feel like, I'm hopefully making a difference, hopefully able to contribute back to the community that helped raise me by making sure this is here for future generations.